Today is December the 14th, and this is Sunrise with Wayne and Pat.
That's exactly right. And today's Sunrise takes you to the Commissioner's Meeting Room here at the Wayne County Courthouse. The courthouse itself is at the corner of William and Walnut Street, and you're welcome to come on in and have a seat during the Commissioner's Meeting. Twice a month they meet, the first Tuesday of each month and the third Tuesday of each month. And it all begins at 8 o'clock with a briefing. Then everything gets underway at 9 o'clock with the regular meeting. And there's no admission charge. You come in and have a seat free, all right? And just kind of sit through this. And I promise you learn a lot about Wayne County at these meetings, a lot about Wayne County. So it's very educational. If your kids happen to be out of school, have them come on in with you here and teach them about local government. It's fascinating. It really is. Okay, what makes today special?
Well, before we go to that.
Before we go to that, Pat wants to say something.
Also, during the Board of Commissioners meeting, you also have an opportunity, if there's something that you want to ask the board or throw out a concern, there's public comments.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 4 minutes, which is actually a pretty long time to get up before commissioners and speak your piece. You can do that, and that's about what, 9:05 every time they meet. It's about 9:05 during the regular meeting. You get up, and if you have anything to say, a comment to make, you're free to do so to commissioners. You stand right up here, and you say, "Looky here, I like the way you're doing things," or "Looky here, I have a question about so and so," or "Looky here," and then fill in the blank. But it's you get a chance to do that too. So it's all about the citizens of Wayne County and how to make this county a better place. All right? That's what they're here for.
So what's special?
What's special about today? Today is Yoga Day.
Yoga?
Yoga.
Do you yoga?
No. I once almost had an urge to practice yoga, but I laid down until the urge went away. But I understand that for some people it's very good. It's very helpful to them, and would probably be helpful for me if I stopped having urges. But anyway, it's Yoga Day. So practice yoga. Practice until you get it right. Okay? It's Thursday.
It is Thursday. It's almost Friday.
Almost Friday. Now tomorrow is Bill of Rights Day, and that's so important. So important. How many Bill of Rights were there to start with? Well, actually there were 12. And then they narrowed it down before passage was made to 10. Actually, it was more than 12, but they thought they were going to have 12, but North Carolina was one of the states that couldn't go along with one of the 11th or the 12th one. So we said, no, we're not going to do that. So they cut it all back to 10, 10 Bill of Rights. It's the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. So tomorrow's Bill of Rights Day. Read up on it. It's fascinating. I know some people don't think it is, but those people just don't know what they're saying. It is interesting. Well, our country, our nation, come on now. The Constitution, the amendments, how many amendments are there? Everybody should know this. It's 27. Of course, to some people, after the first 10, the others don't matter. But to some people, they do. That's why we need to talk about this. All right? That should be conversation. All right? We are a nation of laws. So let's get it right, okay? Tomorrow's Bill of Rights Day. So let's celebrate that, okay? Tomorrow's also Cat Herders Day. You ever try to herd cats? Woo! My goodness, I gave up on that. Yep, I went to herding frogs, and that's even worse. Okay, now I do have something serious to talk to you about. You got a second?
Sure, Wayne Alley.
All right, this is important. I got some mail here from UPS, United Parcel Service. Fraudulent emails come into your home on your computer, adopt many different forms, and are the unauthorized actions of third parties not associated with UPS. If you've checked your email lately and you've seen something called UPS Quantum something, UPS Quantum Notice, UPS Quantum Alert, UPS Quantum something, that is a fraudulent email. I've got them in my home computer, and I've got a few computers at home, and every single one of them, well, I'll show in that because I've got email on each computer, of course. But do not open this. This is a phony baloney, fraudulent email. These email messages referred to as phishing or spoofing. They're becoming more common and may appear legitimate by incorporating company brands and colors and other legal disclaimers. But there have been a number of fraudulent emails reported now, and new spoofs continue to be introduced. Now, some of these emails, I'm told, carry viruses, not just phishing or spoofing, but actually carry viruses. So go ahead and delete them. Please be advised, UPS does not request payments, does not request personal information or financial information, account numbers, IDs, passwords, or copies of invoices in an unsolicited manner through email, or through mail, or through the phone, or through fax. So they're not going to send you something in your email and say, look, we need your account number, or look here, we need your ID, we need a password, we need anything. They don't do that. They don't do that. So delete, 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 delete. Delete, 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 delete. Anyway, that's what you got to do. Fight fraud now. And there's a couple of websites you can go to get information, but you can also go to ups.com, get more information about that. And that's very serious, very serious. Okay, so the phishing is spoofing. Phishing, P-H-I-S-H-I-N-G, phishing. That's when a website mimics or mocks a legitimate website to make you think you're dealing with that particular legitimate company. In other words, phishing is used by unscrupulous characters to imitate and mock banks or credit unions or any legitimate business. They might say, what they'll do is they'll go and they'll copy a website of a legitimate business, say ABC Bank. And then they'll say ABC Bank, and then they'll have, if you have an account with ABC Bank, call us now, we need your account number, we need your address, we need the blah, 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 blah. Well, if you have an account with the bank already has your account number, duh. Okay? Don't fall for that. That's phishing. Phishing. It looks legitimate, but it isn't. Oftentimes you look through it and you'll find misspelled words. That's your first clue. You'll find they're asking questions about you personally that they either should already know or two is none of their business. All right? And if you have any question at all, if you think something is legitimate or you just don't know, call the bank first or call the company first before you do anything. Say, look, are you sending me emails? Or something like that, okay? All right, just be careful out there. What is that?
The City of Goldsboro and the County of Wayne formally invite you to the 30th Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday Luncheon. This will be Monday, January the 15th at 12 o'clock.
Right.
It will be at the First Pentecostal Holiness Church, which is at 1100 the First Church Road, and that's the one across from Burger King.
On Wayne Memorial Drive.
Yes.
Right across from Burger King, Wayne Memorial Drive.
Yes.
Yes.
Tickets are $15, so go ahead now. Purchase your tickets because seats are limited, and you can purchase your tickets by calling the city's Communications Relations Department, and that is 919-580-4359. Right. Would you like to repeat that number?
Yes.
919-580-4359.
All right, coming up next on Sunrise, we go to our next segment of the program. We talk to our next interview, and that's up next. Our guest is Winsor, and Winsor, thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
Just fine.
Man, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm anywhere.
Yes. I'm very excited to be here. That Miss Susan, Miss Lee let me be here with y'all, and we're just really, it's really not even about me, but it's about people like me.
Well, tell me about people like you. Tell me about Winsor.
What I mean when I say people like me, that we started out that we couldn't read well.
Oh, I understand.
And it's real complicated when you can't in the store, traveling or anything. Mm-hmm. And I always depended on people like y'all help, and they have always helped me. But just ask them, how do I get to a literacy connections, and they would help me.
How did you hear about literacy connections?
Through really at the college, and the lady told me I went there, but I wasn't advanced enough to be in the college, so they couldn't take that much time with me because I was behind. Mm-hmm. And so they told me about literacy connection. I came over and met Miss Pat Yates. And
So you already knew that, gee, I've got a problem here. I can't read, and I need help.
Yes.
So you went over to the college.
Yeah. I wanted to learn to read. I wanted to really learn to read the Bible, just to know the words, to travel, how to travel when to be able to travel, to know north, east, and west, and south, and the words and the signs, and be able to see that I would come into. So I've been able to do that, and I've been able to do it well. And when I met these fine people over here at Little Connection, they've been just fine. And there's somebody, minister, Mr. Phillip, Glenn Phillip, took the time, pastor downtown, took the time to tutor me.
I know Glenn.
2 or 3, and he took the
Phillip.
time. He took time to work with me and help me with my words, and it's been just wonderful to come in. And I was laughing at myself when I came in to read the sign outside on the building to come in. Sometime other people, and I'd be in the restaurant and never read the words, and it tickles me, where somebody else you wouldn't pay no attention to. But it's so well to know that how much they hope me, that they help me, and I'm a product of it, and I'm glad that I am. That when you can't read it, somebody love you enough to care about you, to take the time to spend with you every three days out of the week to help you to make sure you learn how to read.
When did you first start coming to the literacy? When did you come over here to start with Dr. Pat Yates?
It probably been about about 3.5 years.
Oh, really?
Okay. 3.5.
Well, you're a quick study then. You learned quickly, didn't you?
I thought so.
Well, that's all that matters.
I really thought so, and I think a lot of myself.
Well, you should.
I think a lot of myself, and like I said this morning, I wasn't being funny when I told you no sarcastic, but when I told you, I said, well, I'm glad to be here, and I'm excited about being here, but nobody else is excited about it.
I'm excited about you being here, otherwise I'd be sitting here by myself, wouldn't I?
I have a young friend that's outside, Mr. Ronnie. He talk about the same. When you're a product of something and go in the store and to buy canned goods or different things, and you want to buy food and you can't read the letters, and someone you ask what this is, and someone always there to help. So it's been such a wonderful voyage and trip for me, a journey just here at Little Connection. So I come and they just send me all over the county. People say, ain't you ashamed to tell people like that, Debbie? I said, no, because I'm blessing people. I want so much the people to know, to come to help us how they help us here. With a computer can learn, and they just go so far to teach you out when you come in the country, you don't even know how to your name or how to travel, and they tell you to go somewhere, to go to this building. You don't know the street number, you don't know the address, and you stand up looking, they tell you, well, you go this place and go this place. And it's not that easy when you don't know, what you would think very less of, because you already know. I have sisters and brothers, that's not me being the oldest one, that I didn't get their education, and not the blame that I work, but it's the fact that I have what now. I've learned more in the street than I did in school somewhere. As they said, I'm a street learner.
I hear you.
And it was just wonderful to meet Miss Pat Yates and then Miss Susan, them to take over the port. I mean, there are people that show you so much love and kindness even now. And it just makes you, motivates you. And so when the people give and help Little Connection, they just look at me, I'm a product of it, and how much it have helped me, and how much it is that I can go and buy food and travel and know the words and different things and sign mine to fill out. It just means so much to me, and I don't know who you are, but it helps so much to give the people. And there's so many like we just take it for granted that everybody, just because they driving a car, they have on a suit, they is fine, they doing fine, but it's not like that.
No, it's not.
And we kind of fool you. I left my glasses, or
I
did something that I don't see that well, or whatever we put on and we go on, and it's not try to be funny. But it's a way of just coping with everyday life.
Yeah.
And you can't be too proud. That's, and I think learning to read, I find out learning to read makes you nosy. I use that to the fact sometimes why I say that, because we read things that we really shouldn't read. Sometimes you're in other people's business and you shouldn't be there. But then that's another story.
That's another story. We don't want to go there.
That's another
there.
story. But I'm thankful that y'all would just take up the time, Miss Lee and Miss Susan, them just let me to be here, how important it is that I can be productive and better on my job, that know how to read the labels of chemicals and things, that when I work with the job and not to hurt no one else.
Well, all right. Well, let's talk about that just a minute. What do you do?
Well, what I'm doing right now mostly, sitting down.
Well, okay. I enjoy that myself.
Well, I'm retired, and the reason I say
Oh,
that,
okay.
so I mostly did my work, but now I like to go to the hospital, rest home, and have prayer with people, and just read and then journal and encourage them. They're on the job. Sometime I noticed a man had quit his job after being there like 30, 38 years. And he quit because he couldn't read and went to computers. And he was telling his boss was willing to send him to school that he could learn, to keep him there. But he just quit on account of that. Sometimes we can be too proud.
Yeah, but now when getting through life every day,
yes.
it's tough, isn't it? When you're taking medication, how do you know what to take if you can't read the label?
Little people, it is really tough.
It's
because
tough.
if someone don't take time to teach you, and if you don't have those skills to be able to know mine, a lot of times that I would take and put different colors on bottles that I could recognize myself to keep from getting the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So you have a way of marking, and a lot of the way you use the stop sign, I just use a tree.
I got you.
See, that wasn't me, but a little hill or whatever for, a landmark to travel, to be able to do things. And so everybody kind of take it for granted that you'll find. But when
you really have to be creative, don't you? You really have to be creative.
You learn that. You learn that like a blind man. You learn to hear sounds, or different sounds of the traffic and the little creatures. You listen to them and things. So you just, that extra sense just kick in automatically because we're people. But I just like the fact that there's so much love in Wayne County and all over the world. I travel this a little bit, and I find, but mostly anybody will help you if you ask. In the right way you ask. Yeah. And this is the first time I'm meeting you, but it seemed like I just been knowing you all my life. That I just feel a lot of love. That's just where I can be. I just do. The lady behind the camera, I'm just looking at her and smiling. It's just love. I feel fine. I don't feel out of place. And so if this will hit
now a lot of that has to do with you. You have a great personality. You have a very friendly face, and you just come across very nice.
Please forgive me.
Yes, sir.
I found out just yesterday, I was talking to a lady in Raleigh, and my sister was talking. Sometimes you always have to know how to talk people that we send out of spirit. And even in the Word of God, when I say that, they're a soft answer, or turn away great wrath. So even though if you get upset, and I'm like, I don't know you, but calm down. I don't know. I don't know you. Look, I don't know you like that, but that everything gonna be okay. So somebody have to take the initiative to be okay and be fine. And we waiting for a hamburger in line. So you want yours just as bad as I do. It's lunchtime, but we learn to wait on one another. It's called patience, to be patient. But some of us don't. You heard of it? But you have to really be patient, to get there. You really have to pull it into yourself.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
When you first started here at Literacy Connections, there had to be challenges. What was really hard for you to start with?
It wasn't really hard because I was way past 50, and God had brought me all the way through my life to that point. But then there's
that patience that's coming into play.
Yes, again, yeah. But it come into play when I began to learn and still learning. When my grandson come up to me with little books and I can read little chapters back to them to read. That was the greatest feeling, and still is to me. And I was on my way, and I was texting, what is that there? And I was able to text my cousin back, to learn to use the phone to be able to text her back that I love her and they can understand this come back. And that's just amazing to me. It's just so much of just a few words, but when you can do little things, there's so many people that take for granted, just because you learn in school and you do it. Everybody don't have the same opportunity.
That's right.
There's no limit. It don't make no difference how old you are. After that, there 50 years, I'm still learning. I'm still learning and loving every bit of it.
There you go.
I'm loving being here, the fact that I'm helping somebody, because when we give to this, and even United Way and to these services, I'm like even to the veteran service, everything that somebody, I just want people to know somebody's out there to help us, if you just ask as yourself. And it's sort of, I kind of depend on, sometimes I kind of depend on other people, go there, and Miss Susan and Miss Lee, to just help me, to just guide me, to say things like, what's my cue? But it's good. But I'm just natural, just naturally just happy about being here. And it's really, again, not by me. I hope someone that they see that it'll help them. If you try, you can go on. And I said that when I got advanced enough, I always said I'm going back to the college. I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I'm like saying, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yeah. And so, and the only thing that I'm saying, I would tell anybody, never get to the age that you just stop or give up or learning, because every day is a challenge. Every day, no matter what you know, it's still a challenge, because we are in a changing world all the time.
That's so true.
Yeah, what was last week, hey, they liable to be putting up another sign up next week. Yeah.
So you're saying, in a nutshell, that once you got a taste of it,
Yes,
you
sir.
just wanted more of it.
Yeah, still do.
And you still do.
Still do, because
Give me more.
It's such a help to others when you can help someone else. It's not about pay, but it's the idea that you can bless someone else or help someone else. And that's,
right.
To me, that's what it is. Just my whole life is helping someone else because someone helped me, and even now. So that's what it's all about. That's why I encourage people, give, and help us. There's so many to buy books and computers and different things that someone that pastored. I encourage them to come out, to take time to tutor someone, to learn them to read and write, or however for whatever they need. They take their time, and it just means so much. It's priceless. I couldn't pay for what I really learned at Little Connection because of someone to care. Miss Susan and Miss Lee, they have a hearts of gold. This being here, they just have hearts of gold. They love, and I want the people to know the same love that I feel. I want other people to know, to come in to Goldsboro, North Carolina, to the center of the Little Connection on Ash Street.
All right.
And just feel that love and care that I felt over time. I never felt out of place.
Well, look, it's a pleasure talking with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I'm proud to be
Yes, sir.
talking with you, and
Yes,
I'm proud
sir.
to shake your hand.
Yes, sir.
I thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
so much.
And we're back on Sunrise with Wayne and Pat. Thank you for being with us. Our show runs every morning at 7 a.m., Monday through Friday. And then after that, it repeats at noon, then it re-repeats at 5:30 p.m. Please join us. If you have any questions at all, we'd love to hear from you. Love to hear from you. If you have suggestions, if you have questions, if you have ideas, love to talk to you. And if you have something that your nonprofit organization is promoting, perhaps you're having a barbecue, you're having a cookout, you're having a picnic, you're having something like that, we'd love to hear about it. Give us 2 weeks' notice before the event. 2 weeks, please. And you can send that notice to us here at wayne.alley@waynegov.com or to pat.garner@waynegov.com, and we'll get it on for you. All right, 2 weeks in advance now. Coming up tonight, it's open mic night. They love this at the Arts Council of Wayne County. Open mic night at the Arts Council of Wayne County.
Holiday sounds.
Holiday sounds.
So that sounds like Christmas
It
music.
does sound like Christmas music, yeah. It's tonight. It begins at 6:30 at the Arts Council, and that's at 102 North John Street at the corner of John and Walnut Street in downtown Goldsboro. Now, it's 102 North John. Musicians and singers, spoken word performers, creative thinkers are all invited. They want to hear from you. It's free and open to everyone. The theme is Holiday Sounds. Coming up in January, on Tuesday, January 9th, there's a program being offered by Jessica Strickland, the horticulture agent for the county of Wayne. And coming up, there's going to be a Gardening in Wayne County workshop. It's a 2018 series starting January 9th from 5 till 8 p.m. That's a Tuesday evening, 5 till 8 p.m. Gardening Basics is the title. It will be held at the Wayne County Extension Office at 208 West Chestnut Street in Goldsboro. They're introducing a new gardening workshop series this year called Gardening in Wayne County. It's a workshop series designed to help beginner and advanced gardeners learn the basics of gardening and landscaping. Workshops are presented by Jessica Strickland, County Extension Horticulture Agent, and consist of presentation, handouts, question and answer, and hands-on learning. January 9th will be the first of the workshop on gardening basics, and there's also a schedule here, gardening basics on January 9th, and February 20th, pruning in the garden. You like prunes?
No.
Pruning in the garden, February 20th. March 13th will be growing fruits and pecans.
Let me stop you right there. January and February, they will be at the Wayne Center. March 1st, the Wayne County Corporate Extension Office will actually be moved to the Maxwell Center.
Now, that's true. That's a very good point about that. So January 9th and February 20th will be at the Wayne Center, corner of George and Chestnut Street.
That's right.
March 13th, growing fruits and pecans. March 13th, growing fruits and pecans will be at the new Maxwell Center. Maxwell Regional Agricultural and Convention Center and Flower Pot.
Farmers Market.
Farmers Market. Yeah. Anyway, April 10th.
But the Farmers Market has not been started yet. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, just hold off on that. Okay, so erase that from your minds. I do that all the time. April 10th, growing veggies and herbs, as they say in England, herbs. May 15th, lawn care basics. June 5th, growing flowers, and it goes on and on and on and on and on all the way through the year. They'll have workshops on a Tuesday evening of each month, except July. They'll skip July. So there you go. The workshop is $5 cost. $5, that's it, for each one. Or you pay $40 for all of them. And there's 1, 2, 3,
so that's a $10
7, 8, 9,
discount.
10. That's right. Save $10 and just go ahead and pay your $40 and get all.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Hey, very good. Oh, what's on page 2? Reserve your seat by paying registration fee at the Wayne County Extension Office or arrive 30 minutes early to pay at the workshop. Okay. 731-1520 is the number to call if you have any questions about that. 731-1520. That's right.
Also, the Wayne County Corporate Extension Office is hosting the 2018 B School. Yes, B.
B.
They skipped A and C and went to B.
That's good.
These will be held on Saturdays. The first one is January the 13th, the 20th, the 27th, and February 3rd and 10th. So there's 5 classes.
And that's a Saturday.
Yes, it is.
That's 5 Saturdays in a row.
Beginning at 9 until 1.
Begins at 9, goes to 1.
And tomorrow is the last day that you can register to receive a $10 discount. So if you go ahead and register now, you will pay $50 per person, or $75 per family.
For the whole family?
For the whole family.
Beautiful.
But if it's after the 15th, then it's $60 per person and $85 per family.
Okay.
And the textbooks, the classroom training materials is all included in this total and the pricing. But if you do it as a family, it's only one book per.
One book per family.
That's correct.
Or an individual.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and you can mail your form and check to Beekeepers of the Noose, P.O. Box 977, Goldsboro 27533.
Okay. Hey, guess what? We're close to the end of the year. 2017 is just about over, and that means it's time for the New Year's Eve pickle drop at Mount Olive, North Carolina. New Year's Eve pickle drop 2018 will be, I guess, on December 31st. What do you think? Mark your calendars. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock, and by 7:05 or 7:10, everybody's gone home and go to bed. Well, they have, because who wants to wait up to midnight? I mean, really, you can wait up to midnight Greenwich time, which is 7 p.m. our time, okay? Because it gets to midnight in Greenwich, England, before it gets to us. Yeah, 5 hours. So 7 p.m., Mount Olive, at the corner of Cucumber and Vine. Celebrate the new year by watching the pickle drop into the pickle drop vat there at the university, at the Mount Olive Pickle Company. No pets, please. The company's gift shop will be open from 3 until 7 p.m. Beautiful. For driving directions, you know where it is. Physical address, the main plant and gift shop, 1 Cucumber Boulevard, Mount Olive. That's the address. 1 Cucumber Boulevard, Mount Olive. Handicap parking will be available at the company's front gate. General parking is available on the plant site. Watch for directions. Immediately after the event, all gates will be open for a reasonably quick exit. And for those who can't make it in person, you can watch it live on New Year's Eve on the web at MountOlivePickles.com. That's MT Olives. MTOLIVES. Pickles.com. Well, the Thunderbirds are coming back to Wayne County. The U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds demonstration team will be here in Wayne County for the 2019 Wings Over Wayne Air Show. 2019, now we have another year to go through, but that will be taking place on April 27th and 28th, 2019, here at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Now, we will have details coming up like all get out over the next year or so about the Thunderbirds returning to Wayne County. Okay? Now, last year, 2017, I think it was May, we had the largest turnout for Seymour Johnson Air Force Base Wings Over Wayne ever. More people than came to Wayne County for the air show than had ever come to the air show in the past. We want to make this next one, and that was with the Blue Angels. Yeah, so we want to make the next one even gooder.
Gooder?
Betterer.
Gooder.
Betterer. Gooderer. More gooder. More gooder. You get the idea. We want to make it a big one. So get ready. Plan now to attend the 2019 Wings Over Wayne Air Show at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Yes, indeedy. Okay. Let's see. Today is the 14th, right?
Yes.
Are you a Pokemon master? Pokeplay for teenagers. This is for teens aged 13 to 18, going on tonight at Steele Memorial Library in Mount Olive. That's on Main Street in Mount Olive. It is all about Pokemon. It is for teens ages 13 to 18, 5 p.m. this evening. If you want more information or you want to go ahead and register for this, you can call 919-299-8105. 299-8105, extension 3. Okay. What else do we have?
Today's the last day to vote for the Video Voltage Award for Tri-County Electric.
The Video Movie Award that went out to the Cooperative Extension, no, went out to the Cooperative Electric Membership.
That's
there
correct,
you go.
Wayne.
I'll get it. Duh.
So you can go to our Wayne County Government Facebook page or Tri-County Electric Membership Corporation Facebook page. Click the link. They're on both pages. And make sure you click on the, there's 9 videos, so make sure you click on the white truck. That is for Tri-County.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't logged in, create a username and a password. It's really simple. And make your vote for Tri-County.
And each of the 9 will have an image on or an image icon on their video. So when you go to that page, you'll see 9 images there. And Tri-County is the only one that has a truck on it. Okay? Right?
That is correct.
Okay, they're the only one. So you click on that, and your Tri-County video will start playing.
That's right. And then you click vote, and then it'll pop up if you hadn't logged in yet, and it'll ask you to create a username and a password.
There you go. Okay. Is today the last day?
Today is the last day. You have up until midnight.
Till midnight. Now, this is where I would normally have given you the answer to the trivia question. But as I recall, I didn't ask a trivia question, did I? So that's going to wrap it up for today. We'll do it again tomorrow. Please join us in the morning at 7 o'clock or at noon or at 5:30 p.m.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and watch us on YouTube at Wayne County Government.
Very good. So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Sunrise with Wayne and Pat.